So I'm starting the stream. Hi. What up?
Okay.
To get my land legs back.
What?
What? You got something to say?
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among
Oh shit, it's a new battle pass.
From that kingdom came a crown.
Oh, we got a new battle pass?
Out the Genesis Pearl.
I mean, it's the same battle pass as, you know, every other time, but like, it's new, you know?
Her journey of seeking the pearl.
Wait, what game are we playing?
I'm playing Genshin Impact.
But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded.
You wanna play?
She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of
darkness. Oh man, that's crazy, man.
But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled.
Why would you keep going? You saw me
running. Story of
like,
your journey, of your tale to be told.
No, but I hope this stream goes well.
Thank you. I hope it does too. Oh shit! I still get. Oh wait, no, I got to buy the fucking thing again.
We're playing Genshin Impact.
Yes, ma'am.
Xbox?
No, you can't play on Xbox. Xbox is lame. Loser.
I have an Xbox.
Yes, an Xbox is lame. Loser.
But
if you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
You never said it.
Xbox is lame. Loser.
Everything's ready. Let's
Kyle,
go.
do you want to fight? Is that what this
Wait.
is about?
I get another free Kali? That's lit. That's tough.
Wait, we're getting tight.
Ready. Let's go.
No.
I was like,
everything's ready. Let's go.
We're getting a traumatized girl who really likes this other girl named Amber. You know who Amber is. Yeah.
I'm not gay.
I didn't say you were gay.
I'm traumatized. I'm not gay.
Oh man, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, men are like my number one fear. Except for you. You're like a teddy bear.
Oh man, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat these crackers. I can really taste the butter.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna be quiet for you stream now.
Alright. I don't even know what I was about to do. Oh wait, okay. No, I gotta figure out what I want to do, like in the order that I want to do it.
Cold beer after a hard day's work.
Alright, it's crazy.
Nothing like it.
Wait, are you? Are you? Is there somebody else on the phone?
No.
I'm hearing somebody else talk.
Who do you hear?
I don't know. I thought it was like a friend of yours.
Who does it sound like?
But I don't know what your friends sound like.
So did I not pause it? I didn't pause it. Okay. Alright, cool. That was a whole nother video, but awesome. Alright, what was I about to do?
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Okay, we started with the Archon quest. And we'll figure out everything else afterwards.
Wait, do you want a cracker?
I guess.
Oh, I'm eating this wrap.
That's tough, man. Alright, let's talk to Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Catherine is a robot, so...
Add Astra at the sauce. We meet
do with the information what you will.
Yeah, I'm just mute myself. You go ahead.
Catherine's a person. You know, I thought she was a person until like last patch, but she's just not a person.
No, Catherine's a person. Are you objectifying Catherine?
No, she's literally a robot.
Think.
Man, you're really objectifying her. For what? What did she do?
She's a robot.
Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
This has to be a prank by like Nahida.
I see.
What?
It appears that you're not
She's telling us to
interested in
go
this
recite a
commission.
love poem and then take a picture of the audience.
Please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
If I recite a love poem, I can't even see you being in the audience.
Oh man.
I wouldn't even be in the audience.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask.
No, I can do the roses are red.
Submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild.
That's a plus.
Oh,
that's
the
tough.
Commissioner?
Right, what do you think?
Well, actually,
no, definitely. Phenomenal, amazing
I wanted
idea.
to see the two of you in action.
Yeah, I figured it was Naida.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions.
They should hire me
Chance
for
to
a
observe
drug
humans
commercial.
doesn't come by often.
For a what?
For a drug commercial?
Okay,
Catherine
cool.
wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes.
Wait, were you not talking to me?
No.
From what
Do you want to see me in a drug commercial?
Astra out of sauce?
Sure. I
So
guess.
it's been you this whole time?
Find me one that talks about Adderall.
Yeah.
Yes.
I shouldn't take Adderall.
I've been sleeping ever
It's not
since we
good.
parted ways. And I even
Babe,
had
I'm
a
too high
really,
for this. My
really
brain
long
isn't
dream.
working.
For Adderall?
No, for you. Like, everybody's talking, and it's just like noise.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, like, it just wasn't making sense.
No, but like Adderall.
What about Adderall? What about Adderall?
I don't remember.
That's crazy.
It was another dream about the Sub-Zero Festival, except it was a happy
I was
one.
gonna be in a drug
In my
commercial.
dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children. You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday. Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity? No, we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homiyanis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her. Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsol's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Big facts.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival. So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here. Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
That face was like the face of hentai, of misdeeds going on. They're taking Catherine to put her in a hentai category. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Possess a key figure in the academia. Possess a student and infiltrate the sage's quarters. We could grab someone close to the sages and question them. The first one, maybe?
I've already tried that. But all the key members of the academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
That's crazy. Is that not like illegal?
From the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Alright, what about a student?
No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
Are we really out of ideas?
I only went through like 2 of the 3 ideas,
smart,
didn't I?
so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
What's monkey bread?
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the academia,
it's a bread made of
projecting in
monkeys.
practical motions at the beginning of the planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
It's like
Okay. But
cinnamon banana-y bread,
you don't
I
have
think.
to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well,
Let me
I've
check,
been
because
thinking
I'm
that
not
if I can't
entirely sure.
directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone
Yeah,
who's
it's like
already
cinnamon
involved,
banana
but
bread
hasn't decided
that you
to
pull
side with the
apart.
sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy?
Or maybe not banana
does
bread,
sound
but
like it could
cinnamon-y bread. that you
Oh,
pull apart.
before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
This is no longer just a metaphor.
Wait. So
From the sound of it,
just gives you like
Sataria's
a really
just hung up on the
aggressive
research
shower.
opportunities
Oh,
here.
what?
But
She doesn't really
support the academia. She still feels
they just give you really aggressive showers
desert, right?
if you've been like exposed to something.
Indeed.
I guess I've never seen a hazmat team do their job,
Many
but
people
probably.
simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore.
What?
She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice.
Not today.
She can't deny her plight. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Zetaria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
Alright, cool, let's do this.
This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Zetaria?
No, I already have enough information on Zetaria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course. In that case...
These crackers are really good.
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Damn, that's crazy.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Divine my prospects in health.
Health prospects. No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for many tens of thousands of years. Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Because we've been alive for how long and we're still
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Michael. I am all you can do, huh?
interesting.
Is this another one of Setaria's favorite stalls?
Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Zetaria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
Eating crack?
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos now.
I don't think I like instant
I
mashed
see.
potatoes.
We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods.
That's also
We'll leave you to it.
possibility.
Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy. All our goods are sure to meet your every need.
I want some strawberries. Or some grapes.
Those are two very different fruits.
Yeah, I'm eating a whole bunch.
This should be our final stop. Cytaria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
I never saw what
It's
time
my
that
duty
city
to protect Samaria's citizens, after all.
Happened.
I never looked at what time that
Hi
sitting
there.
was.
I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh?
It's gonna have to be there normal
Sorry,
time.
I don't quite remember.
Look, I can be there even later, between 6
Having a
and
discussion
9.
with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Yeah.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
From downtown.
But
on,
I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform
That's okay.
research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the
I
academia
had to do my
after the next
laundry. I
round of
did
exams.
one whole load today.
What an admirable
That's
spirit for
phenomenal,
learning.
babe.
Amazing.
The other load that I did has been in the laundry since like
Sure,
last
but
Sunday.
You'll find
That's
hardworking
good.
people wherever you go.
Yeah,
So this restaurant
I
has a
watched it
basement
about
as
like
well?
5-6 times throughout
First
the
I've
week.
heard of it.
That's
Amazing.
right. It's
And I
not
was like,
usually open to
I should
patrons.
probably
Most of the time, employees use it for
do
breaks
this
or
laundry.
to hold
And then
private
I
events.
thought about it and I was like, no, price
I
smells
see.
bad by now. You just have to
Yes, that
throw
makes
vinegar
sense.
in there
Well,
and
good
start
luck
it
with your
over.
studies,
So
Miss
that's what I
Keisha.
did. And I was like, okay, only put it on for 30 minutes.
Thank you so much.
So you'll go back and get
As
it.
long as I can make it into the
30 minutes
academia
turned
as an
into
official
3
student,
hours.
I'll
And
be
after
happy.
that, I didn't feel like it.
That's great.
I did what I had to do.
I'm sure you did.
And then I tried to play Epic Mickey today, but I have no idea what's going on.
Amazing.
Was that everybody?
So I'm thinking I should start it over. I haven't had alcohol today.
3 familiar faces should be enough for Cytaria.
You probably don't need any.
What's the point of all the information we've
You
collected?
probably don't need any.
Nahida,
Why
you
not?
haven't told us how
I
you're
mean, one,
planning
you're
to make
already high,
Cytaria
so-
face her problems.
Cytaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember that you mentioned that the Aramites and
Oh my god,
Polaris
wife
are
swap?
all
Have
making
you
a fuss
seen
about
that?
the
I
upcoming
could never
resurrection of the
swap my
Scarlet
wife.
King.
That's
Although it's
crazy.
all just a boatload
Like, I'd
of
never swap
nonsense,
you, babe.
the fate of her homeland may turn out to be
I was just
Cytaria's
being
soft
you.
spot.
Oh, watch Shang-Chi. I know that thing is about to be
You have to take
amazing.
advantage of
Because
the
it's in that
guilt Cytaria
IMAX
feels about
HD
her
and the heavy
homeland.
jacket. It's gonna look
Although she knows she
amazing.
should return home to help the people of the
If you
desert,
hear crashing,
she's
don't
done
ask
is
questions.
conspire with the
Just know
Sages.
that I thought I could do it. Oh, no, wait. It's on Disney Plus, not Hulu. Right?
So, how do we set that up?
Well, the Scarlet King.
Oh my gosh, should I watch Doctor Strange?
Centauri is also
I
too
love
smart to
Universe
fall
of
for any
Madness.
simple tricks. If we
That
simply
would also
engaged
be
her
a-
under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us,
Dancing with the
and we may not
Stars,
get anywhere.
No.
But
What?
if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be
Anyway,
very different.
What am I looking for?
You mean you're going to
what are
possess
you
those
looking for?
people we just talked to?
Yep.
I don't know.
Possessed under the
No,
Akasha.
Spies in
Imply that
Disguise.
they've already converted
Oh
to
my
the
gosh,
faith
should
of
I
the
watch
Scarlet King,
Avengers Age of
and then
Ultron?
convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything
Dude,
goes
I
smoothly,
love that movie.
we'll get through to Sataria for sure.
You know that?
She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people.
That means being
So that you
ignored.
won't slip up and break free.
Alright, that's
Possessing
good.
them will only work if you can
Oh,
manage to
God.
pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best
Well,
of
did
luck
you know
with
that?
impersonating them.
Alright.
That I like,
We don't know how to
that
possess
I
anyone.
like Avengers
That's
Age
no
of Ultron.
problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them.
I was looking at favorite
As long as
Avengers
you're also
movie.
wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do
It's a
this?
good
Can't you do it
Disney
yourself?
movie. I'll try that.
Although I've been observing humans for a
It's a
while,
good one, man.
I've never been good at
You
imitating
like all
them.
of them.
Oh, fuck you.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Alright, I'll watch Beauty and the Beast. Cause Belle is a
If it was at all
badass
possible,
bitch.
I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But
There's
seeing
a
how things are
sing-along?
now,
No.
I probably should just accept
Oh,
it and push
do
on.
you have anything else?
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it.
No, okay,
We're only
I'll
doing
do-
this
I don't
to
wanna
help
watch this
everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
I
Alright,
watched Turning
then let's
Red. I
give it a
haven't
go
seen that in a
tomorrow
while.
afternoon.
Why don't you just stream movies?
Because that's illegal. You should also probably turn it down so I don't get copyrighted.
You're illegal.
I'm
Tell me
illegal.
what to do. I'll turn it down though.
Oh,
Why
shit.
would?
What did I just
why
get?
would-
What is this, a bird?
What?
Cloud Retainer's Damask device. Made from sack paper, this lightweight device has the appearance of a bird and fittingly was given to you by Cloud Retainer. While
That
it may
is
be
me.
called a device, you cannot see any traditional mechanical components here. Well, not from the outside anyway. It seems that this Adeptisco as a mechanist have improved even further. Cool.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I was reading what it said.
I'm gonna read what you said.
What does that even mean? Do we have a 10 pull yet? I don't think we do.
You
Almost.
can enter my time.
The fuck? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna shut up.
I'm sorry. I can equip it to do. Oh, it just flies like a bird. Cool. What's up?
So fucking.
That's great.
I need to go to sleep. I need to lay down. I'm gonna eat a tasty cake.
You do that.
I'm going to give you one, but I ate 2 of them yesterday because you didn't. Oh fuck! Because you didn't get to eat one. So I. For you.
It's hard to remain on.
I wanna waste my things on I guess we could go to the shop. Buy one of them. And then we'll do a 10 pull right now. Fuck it. Alright, well, we got Candace. Cool, that's solid. Alright, cool. And Venti, but we'll come back.
Never quite seem to
When
get
we
my
have more primos. 'Cause I'm broke. Time, that's what I'm doing. Jeez. Did I say 12 or did I say 18? I wasn't paying attention.
cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
Oh, here she comes. Satari is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Paimon's starting to feel kinda nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
So we'll be
That's
going to
right.
mines with
You
her.
really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Tamaru and Tamaru. Taru and Maru.
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So,
What happens if I get the wrong
which
answer?
fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Oh, the gods have spoken.
Sorry, your new laugh is just so hilarious. I couldn't help it.
Oh, please pay no mind to those kinds of details. The gods are asking, Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. Oh, the gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Oh, wait a second. The Scarlet King passed away a long time ago. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry, I must go now.
Wait!
Oh, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset, too. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all. All I know are some abstract Harava-taught theories. In any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria. He's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
I know it's masonry, but what happened to my gardening?
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Huh? Wasn't he nursing a leg injury? If I recall correctly, his strong arms had always been his pride and joy.
He sprained his arm a while back while trying to show off his strength. I thought you'd heard.
Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Ethan's acting go crazy.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
A1 acting.
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this!
That's what I'm saying.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going. Come on! Sataria's already...
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Did she say something about a basement or an attic? Like, basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well!
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. In reality,
what I want to know is why would she draw her crush as a
mermaid?
mermaid?
Work side by side
because
with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects.
Please,
what?
Where did you come from?
What?
Where did you come from?
Now, Sataria's still trying to run
No, I didn't come at all. Not yet.
Okay, man.
Do you want me to come over?
Everything to herself.
No, I was asking where did you come from? Like in my ear.
What should we do?
I finished my tasty cake.
Part of all. Quick, get ready.
Both of them. I have no more tasty cake.
You're a member of the Corps of 30, correct?
So.
Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please,
try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Half a thing of mashed potatoes.
What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Zetaria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Zetaria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's
you were just
grasp
out on the
you
street
will become,
and people were telling
and the deeper
you
you will be ensnared.
that God was gonna smite you.
Child of the Scarlet King,
right.
Never forget that the desert that belongs to you
I wonder how the Native Americans felt. People coming over here talking about God, and it's like, who the fuck are you?
No, I'm talking because in the game, right?
Strange one?
So they're gaslighting her into making her believe that her dog, her God, her God is talking to her.
For becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
And now she's like you know, feeling guilty because she is a child of the desert or whatever, and she believes in like the Scarlet King, but he's been dead for a while, and she's been helping like the Academia do bullshit research. No, like the school.
Seems
in this
that
game.
no matter where I run, I only keep finding more beliefs of the Scarlet King.
Genshin Impact
to
stuff.
say, this is a familiar feeling.
There's a school in that game.
I've also been running from my guilt this whole time.
Community
guilt for my part in the sage's plans.
What's the castle community called?
And from ignoring the lives of the children of my homeland.
The castle community?
No matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it.
No,
the kingdom?
It has a castle pit.
A kingdom?
Yeah.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth.
I said castle community. Why would that
did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
Town can be in the kingdom.
How do you know me so well?
No,
are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
Right?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes.
Attack on Titan.
If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
They were ruled under 3 kings.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity.
3 roses that
Your
turned
appearance
into
must
people.
be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation.
Right?
Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Babe.
Huh? What's that?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I'm sorry,
I was
what?
just one of the designers for the
Attack on Titan, there are multiple towns run by 3 kingdoms.
Festival.
I guess.
I know very
But
little about the full
the
scope of the
kingdoms
overall
have
project.
roses
I'd assume that only
that
staff with the
turned
highest
into
clearance
the
would have access
daughters
to those
of the
confidential
walls.
documents. I've just been working to meet the
Right?
Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been
Okay,
really
sure,
bothering
yeah.
me. I heard that a
Is that
scholar who
not
was
what
previously
happened?
expelled has
I
returned to the
guess.
city. And even the
Wait,
sages
now
are
I'm
somewhat
confused.
wary of him.
I gotta go back and watch season 1. Do they explain it in the song?
I don't think so.
To fight against the academia,
Is
we
the
will
song
need to
even in
figure out the
English?
nature and the purpose of their
I've
work.
never understood the
Is
words.
there a way for us to get access to the
I feel like
confidential
it's
documents you
English.
mentioned?
It should
That's
be
fine,
possible
we'll
if we're
see.
willing to take some risks.
We'll see.
After
Yeah,
all,
no,
I'm
having
really
sex with
right
the
now.
bees and the
and I've been
eagles,
working on
babe.
many tasks outside of the
Wait, we're
project.
playing the Eagles?
One thing,
Having
though,
sex with the bees
I
and
won't
the
be able to
eagles.
transfer the documents to you through the Akasha
those
once I
football
get my
teams?
hands on them.
No, those are the
The
Attack on
sages have
Titan
always
lyrics.
closely monitored all activities within the
Wait,
Akasha.
Having sex with the bees and the eagles.
See,
Hold on, I'm gonna find
Use the
it.
most
in this
primitive
song would that
method.
even make
Send
sense?
someone to
Hold
pick
on,
up the
I'm gonna
documents
send it
tomorrow
to you,
evening
dude.
at the
Trust
Academia
me, those are the
entrance.
lyrics.
The academia
Are you talking
entrance.
about the opening
Wouldn't that be
song or
too
the closing
It's
conspicuous?
the
song?
opening one.
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap.
Well, what part of that
I'm
has
only
anything to
suggesting
do
this
with that?
location because
No,
it'll
it's
draw
fine.
more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again.
Whatever.
It'll be safest for me to
Alright,
distract the
Attack
guards
on
long enough to
Titan.
hand you the documents.
I still
All
haven't
right,
watched the
I
last
trust you.
episode.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task,
No, but watching
would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
watching Carl
That'll
turn
depend
into
on the
a
judgment of the
Titan,
Dendro
best
Archon.
thing I've ever seen.
The Dendro
Carl? Who's
Archon.
Carl?
That's right. Her people are the
Carl,
ones we
babe,
have
the
endangered.
blonde-haired little boy.
As the
Armin.
Queen of Wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars.
What is Carl?
Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
I'll show you
Just
Carl.
been
You act like you don't understand
We've
who
managed to
Carl
bring
is.
Sataria to our side. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one
no,
who
that's
deserves
B.
all the praise. Well, now that we've
I
made plans
know,
to
babe,
meet
listen
again
to the
tomorrow
song.
evening,
They're
all
saying
we can
having
do is
sex
pray
with the
for
bees and the
Sataria's mission
eagles.
to go off without a hitch.
Hold on, because you don't know who Carl
But if we're
is.
going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom
I'm
and
trying to
guardian
find
of the
it. There it
scholars?
is.
Oh?
This is
No,
going.
no. The truth is the true guardian of scholars.
Okay, here.
I've always believed that.
This is Carl.
Hey,
Him.
let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Did you send it to me?
I just turned on the camera.
Fuck, what is his name?
Carl.
Not Carl.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
The little one in season 4.
And then his older brother's name is Carl.
No.
Somebody's name is Carl.
Nobody's name is Carl.
Dude, don't fucking lie to me. Somebody's name is Carl.
Imagine being a Titan named Carl.
No, Carl was the first founding father.
Oh shit, you're right. I think.
Ah. Ah.
Is it Carl?
I guess so. I don't know. They're gonna pretend like his name is Carl so I don't feel bad about myself.
Hold up, is his name Carl? I don't know if his name's Carl or not.
His name is Carl, trust me.
Because all I can think about is Ymir now. And that's the girl's name.
Yeah, it was Ymir than Carl.
All I remember is them calling him King Fritz. I don't remember what his first name was.
That's because it's Carl, trust me.
Hey, bitch.
Okay, so that one, who's that one?
Who's what one?
The one I just showed you.
I don't remember his name. Little Reiner. That's what we're gonna call him, Little Reiner. How come I'm changing the time?
He was a little bitch.
Yeah, so is he. He's Little Reiner. Falco. That's his name. I think.
What's his name?
Yeah, that's his name, Falco.
I want to watch Criminal Minds, but I don't want to have nightmares.
That's crazy, dude.
Especially
I gotta wait till the following night.
I have not watched the Steven Universe movie enough times.
You sure about that?
Do I have to turn myself the mute?
Yeah, go for it, babe. Go for it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, I'll unmute when I have questions.
The questions about what?
Or when I'm good, or when they start harmonizing and I cry. Babe, it is so beautiful.
Okay, babe.
No. When all the diamonds start, well, not Pink Diamond, she's dead.
Yeah.
But the other ones, when they start harmonizing, it's like, man, you make my brain.
You are the other Catherine,
you know?
right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap.
How do we have a meetup with? Because I wasn't paying attention.
My existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play.
I'm reading the Nazi for
the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
What? I wish I had big titties.
You got pretty big titties.
It's the middle of the
You got
night.
pretty big titties.
Of course it's
I don't, but go off, King.
Paranoid, are you?
They're fucking humongous, babe.
I think he's right.
Wait,
really
Big old mommy milkers.
If you look around,
Knockers.
there seems to be fewer people on the
What's up?
streets.
So Pink Diamond is gay for Greg, but not gay for Pearl, because Pearl is Pearl.
Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to
But Garnet is gay for
just so we can
herself because she's actually some people.
I also can't quite figure out why.
Is Stephen a narcissist?
But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned. Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Like, how would he be 16? Wasn't he like 7 in the regular one?
No.
There really aren't
How
many
old
people
was
out
he?
right now.
I remember one episode he turned like 14, so...
That Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
Yeah, Spinel is really depressed. Like, she needs help.
You need help.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm gonna get medicated next year.
Okay.
I don't know if my mom knows that means I'm just gonna get a marijuana card. But she said I needed to either be medicated for a year or go to therapy. 100 people do it. They're doing it.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
That's crazy.
Yeah, Blue's got such a mommy voice.
The triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome.
Oh shit,
even if
is
I
that
do
the
say so
Tory?
myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Oh shit, that's tough. What the fuck is happening? How did we get here? I'm so
For
confused.
your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person.
Do you want
a degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
Wait, so who did? What happened? Was it what's her name?
What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments.
Sataria. Sataria had a device
now
on
they
it.
can
Okay.
deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
I know one in the front look like she about to bust the night.
Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui.
I don't laugh when I show them my cousin.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Bullying. Not nice.
Oh man, that's crazy, man.
You did it.
I didn't do anything.
You laughed.
No, I didn't.
As soon as he answered the phone.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Don't say that. I didn't do that.
Don't worry.
You laughed as soon as he answered the phone. Then I had to hang up because I was starting to laugh.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness.
Yeah.
To possess such a powerful mind.
Is this the original actor?
The god
I guess
of wisdom.
This should be far enough.
Why do we run from every situation? Like, to begin with?
Is Nahida going to be okay?
We do?
We made it out because of her.
Like, in the game.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
Excuse me.
Huh. Interesting. Alright, cool.
Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time?
I think they actually animated this guitar part correctly.
Cool.
I don't know how to play the guitar though, so don't quote me.
Nahida's help.
I see one chord doing the thing the actual song is doing.
We can't
That's
just keep waiting around, right?
I don't know what the hand thing is doing.
You mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project?
Yeah, Rose isn't there because she's dead.
Forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Nah, I don't like Tanari. He's kind of smug and an asshole, not gonna lie. Rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
No, I rubbed you the right way.
Even though I pulled him on the banner.
I was to say, because I thought I did it right.
We're not talking about that yet. We have a whole teleport waypoint. What the fuck are we doing? Why are we walking? It only would have brought us that much closer, but like it's closer than walking all the way there.
So wait, so for future, the Garnet cut her fro?
I don't think so.
It looks weird. It looks off.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
All this gay rocks.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work.
You already ordered
it. That commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here
the outcast
of a client known only as
what?
Outcast.
Right.
An outcast.
An outcast from the Academia?
You know, I sprained both my arms a week apart from each other.
Right.
I sprained both my arms a week apart from each other.
That's a great bit.
Yeah.
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough. Get them!
But Amethyst can't sing.
Traveler!
You can't sing.
Period.
Power to ashes!
Maybe it's just her glasses.
Her glasses.
Yeah, it's making her afro look weird.
Maybe it's just your glasses. Aren't you like blind?
No, babe. I'm not blind.
Nah, you're blind.
No, like I couldn't. Okay.
I'm going in! Ring cutter!
You're toast!
I can kind of see what I'm watching.
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
I can't tell if I can't open my eyes because I'm tired or if I can't see and I'm squinting.
That's great, yeah.
No. Granny, you didn't come with that answer a little bit earlier.
No, my sword! Everybody stand back! Witness the power of good one. Power that ended fight!
I just wasted all those bursts for
That was
nothing.
pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like?
Beto's burst is cool as fuck.
Yeah. Looks like
But
we'll
not
have to
just
keep
one
our
of the
guards up.
friends.
But this
That's
doctor guy
crazy.
seems like a pretty tough opponent.
That's
He knew
it.
exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Kainari?
It's a lava lamp.
Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
So what would have happened if I tried to enter from the other side?
Race you!
Rainforest is the best place to live.
There's Kalu.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Kale! It's nice to see you again. Are you doing alright? To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tighnari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks. Oh, Kale!
That's crazy.
Speaking of Tighnari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him. Oh, Master Tighnari? He just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to Party's DI. He left? But isn't Tighnari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the Sage's invitation. I thought it was weird too. Master Tighnari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time, though. No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of. Master Tighnari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Partis DI is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tighnari once spent a long time conducting research at Partis DI. A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tighnari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Partis DI.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tighnari, Please send him my regards. Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale. Wait! Look who it is!
Nahida.
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you.
You were Nahida, right?
Hey! This was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruining the moment! Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the Doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky. Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure now. Huh?
Her voice is so annoying
I
though.
wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point. Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right? When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the Doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me. Whew. What a relief. The Doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us. I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the Doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha. Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
We need to hurry.
Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus, the Doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui. We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem. Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us? Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads? We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find? Okay. Let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
That's Apisha.
Traveler? It is you!
Ah! The voice! It's Apisha!
Long time no see.
What a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this? She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Satyavada life? Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Apisha, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Paripurna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it! Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last! When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was!
Sounds incredible!
Actually, we're here for it tonight.
Oh, alright. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit-born ale with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense again?
Why do I feel like this is a trap?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies.
What is this?
My fury
is that Scaramouche?
Will never be quelled.
Oh, shit.
The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laughed in its face.
Where did this come from, man? Why is this the vision we got from,
I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion.
From the divine.
Then it will be empty. A blank slate. And ready to receive a supreme gnosis. Brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
Interesting.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Baladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion! Alas, shame.
Blasphemy, right in front of your own god.
If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periportal life, but rather...
a dream.
You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I... already lost my mind?
What's going on with her? What is she about to do? I'm very confused.
Wait, something isn't right.
Babe. For some reason, the mouths, like, the lyrics isn't matching up with the music.
But in the movie?
Yeah. Like, they're singing, but it sounds like they might be singing off beat.
That's crazy, man.
My brain isn't registering the music fast enough.
Oh shit, they gonna get her? Oh. They got her?
No way, you texted. Cool.
I texted you? Hello?
Yeah, you texted me.
What did I text you?
You texted me a video.
Oh shit. Scaramouche got the drip. Interesting. Where am I?
You gonna be up
Am I
for a
running
while?
too? Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Okay,
Nah, you
we
tired?
finally lost him.
No.
So yeah, you
Are you
tired?
okay, Nahida?
No.
Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the traveler's back?
Does being sleepy count?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Kainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then
They're probably blowing Tignari's mind. Like he had no idea.
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful.
Interesting.
Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from that alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
Moon refers to Nahida herself, Starlight refers to the people that does it, illusions, and lies refers to the Academia's plans.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert?
but she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who is occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tighnari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
I just received some new intel.
Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
The Academia is turning the Balladeer into a god.
What?
Do you have any evidence?
Saw a nation god under destruction. Asia also showed us a so-called divine consciousness.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tighnari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
Yeah, let's head to the desert for now.
We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tighnari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tighnari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
Nice. We're slowly edging our way into another temple. Yes, 65 primos. Nice. Good thing I got all the teleport waypoints before.
We finally made it to Caravan Rabat. It's
pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Truly awe-inspiring.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Yeah, where did you come from, bro?
Over here.
Oh, Haytham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the... Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Couldn't have shaken them without you.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al-Haytham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders!
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Right.
Oh, Haytham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right! We have the same plan as you! But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Sure, sounds good.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
Do we really know Al-Haytham though? is it at? Oh, okay, cool.
Race you!
Fuck. Bro, I'm terrible. There we go.
It's a miracle!
Ah, fuck. Power of an animal, of course.
My experiment will succeed.
Adventure time!
What are these? Interesting. There's world quests somewhere. Probably in there, yeah. No, why are you going back up?
Adventure time!
Why did it have to be this far back?
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the...
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
God, this is cool as shit.
Cyno. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Haytham. Do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
I just realized I saw him with the sword earlier, and I said I thought he was a
not
full
even
arm
this
user.
traveler would have been able
No,
to stop
definitely
me.
had a sword.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Haytham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Cyno, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Cyno. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
Interesting.
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh! What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of
them. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
That's my girl.
Wait, yeah? Great! Finally, someone that we can trust!
She's so fine.
You gotta help us out here, otherwise these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds. Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoosh. The wind does indeed go whoosh.
The wind's so strong! Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! Let's get over there!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace.
Candace is also
protector
fine,
of Aru Village.
She wasn't on my radar at first.
Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon.
Really cute now.
Thank you so much for helping us.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Yeah, no, she's doing it for me.
She's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
Facts, Dia is a whole
Unlike
daddy.
those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Alhaitham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files.
They knew what they were doing naming her Candace.
What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress.
They knew the jokes were coming.
As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Cyno seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Cyno, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Okay.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
I know about the project.
Fine.
I know all about the project.
Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, Welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
The fuck was that?
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Didn't even let me get to the whatchamacallit, the statue of the seven.
Adventure time.
Where is it? I'm gonna find it later. Oh shit, there's roof hounds.
Oh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Yeah, she kinda bad, not gonna lie. Her design is growing on you.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
So we're not even gonna get to see her fight, that's crazy.
Lola, get them!
Teamwork is dreamwork. Body and mind, let me weave you a verse.
Eyes on me!
Eat this!
Adventure off we go.
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up? Nice and spicy! Lola, get them!
Time to act. Witness the power of go to ashes.
You're toast!
I'm going in. Off we go.
I completely fucked up that rotation.
Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Who are you?
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children.
Okay, but who asked?
I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru Village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the Academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia Forest. The Academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Cyno? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Let me go activate it first.
Adventure time!
Cool. Fuck. Is it because I'm mid-conversation? Is that what it is? Alright, what if I, like... There we go.
Off we go!
There's a Dendroculus. A Dendroculus here somewhere.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Cyno, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon, is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise, even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
Great description, Paimon.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh?
I mean, we weren't,
Who are
but
you?
sure, we can, possibly.
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family.
I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
No thanks, kid.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Hatham wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Cyno, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him. Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Confirm what facts? That he's a child?
Cyno is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft-mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Cyno?
No, nothing. As long as Isak keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
That's a bad idea.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Cyno.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys! We've
cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really?
Wow. This still sounds like a terrible idea to take him with this.
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
Mushrooms and tree roots, wild.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha! Thank you!
Like, now it says higher. There we go.
Wonderful new life.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young, so as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy!
Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, Stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Oh, shit. King Deshret and the 3 Magi. Magi?
Sorry.
Magi was a great show.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
They didn't even do anything, bro. Relax. Chillax.
Yeah! Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
Hey, go on, keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all.
I'm gonna go get
something to lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking, and many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Cyno is pretty terrifying. reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just follow me.
They always move so slow when they ask you to follow him. Like, if I wanted to just take off, Grandpa, I could be like,
he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares
at the
sky
moving
in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's... But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tighnari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tighnari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tighnari didn't lecture you too?
No, no need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tighnari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Good things come to those who don't wait around.
That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Let's go find some treasure. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
What
are you looking for, Cyno?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here. From the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
Someone else has been here.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
lure someone away with just a scent? Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
How close is the waypoint? It's still pretty far over there. We'll get around to it when we get around to it, though. Excuse me.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
They're both so fine.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too!
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this place inside and out!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Cyno.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Cyno, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Fucking gorgeous.
Sounds like a plan!
Let me go in and get these quests. If they're in here. Are they in here? Because they're bothering me. They're not even in here. So where are they at? Are they like under? Or just lower? And there's one. I think you drink like fish. Crazy. We're also licensed adventurers. I like the music stop. So that's one side quest. And there's another one here. Yep. She looks a lot like Catherine. Like, I thought Catherine had her own unique, like, Catherine model, different from the other NPCs. But no, she looks like Catherine. Oh my god. She talks so much. I just wanted to pick up the quest so I could do it later. Alright, we're not doing that now. We'll come back to it.
Off we go!
But I do want to find this Dendroculus. It's probably like up there, like all the way up there. All the way back to Caravan Rabat.
Well, here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Dia. You're not
Considering
thinking
they
about
don't
doing
treat their
anything
own
scary,
citizens
are you?
well either.
No, not at all.
Too pressed that
This
I'm
place
not
just gets me thinking, that's
treated
all.
as a
Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
non-desert dweller.
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Yeah, what could it be? Sayaka's birthday? That's sweet. The special event is login rewards, right? I think I saw that somewhere. They're giving away login rewards. Let me see what it is. What's up? Yeah, okay. I guess I gotta do it on my phone. Open and Chrome. I'll do it later. I gotta open on my phone.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
But he's been there the whole time.
And who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Hopefully.
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days. So, you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Doesn't it sound like I'm outside?
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Ah, shit.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. Paimon knew leaving Cyno behind was a mistake!
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the Academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you, if it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors.
Humor.
Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Okay, but do we get to play as Dia? Damn it.
Just following orders.
Let's light it!
Into the fire!
Off we go!
Take that!
Alright, it's time.
Everybody stand! Let me see the power that ended high shot!
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki?
How
did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action.
Crowd control for those
Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
Ugh. You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Ow.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves.
That's crazy.
Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for you.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you?
We get that kind of person.
What makes you so sure?
Because even without an employer yourself,
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
There's a lot of waypoints. Yeah, no, I'll do them after the Archon quest. I'm doing stuff waiting for the next patch to drop, or when I need primos. Right, time. That's what I was gonna do. I came here to change.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Cyno's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Cyno taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
Now some pussies.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry! I'll tell you everything I know, please. Just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the Academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Oh, heat them.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
That's crazy.
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind! Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk!
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean, some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Cyno's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then, why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
Honestly, I'm getting a little tired, so sorry I'm gonna end the stream for now. But we'll be back with more another time. Deuces, we out. Thanks for watching the stream.